Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to PhotoBiz Live. This is Joanne from the PhotoBiz team, and today we're joined by Carrie for a webinar entitled Mobile Mirrors, Mobile Compatibility, Mobile Apps. We live in a mobile world, and Carrie from our passionate support team is going to talk about making sure your company has a mobile presence, including utilizing the PhotoBiz ToGo app to organize your business. You'll learn how to use the tools that are literally at your fingertips to plug into the power of mobility. In addition to getting the opportunity to learn from Carrie in today's webinar, we'll also have a question and answer session at the end. You can submit your questions using the chat tool, and they'll be answered after the presentation. You can also join in the discussion, you can also join in the discussion on Twitter by using the hashtag #PhotobizLive. If at any point during today's webinar you have any difficulty hearing the speaker or seeing the slides, please use the comment box to let us know. We'll also be recording this webinar, and it'll be available for replay on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/photobiz. With that being said, I'll turn things over to Carrie.
Hi everyone, and good afternoon. I'm very happy that you guys are all joining me for today's edition of PhotoBiz Live. I'm going to be covering mobile mirrors, mobile compatibility, and mobile apps. Again, my name's Carrie, and I am part of the research and design team here at PhotoBiz. So, the power of mobility is one thing that I'm really passionate about, and I think that I have some great things to show you guys today. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to participate in our discussion, and we'll have a question and answer session at the very end. So we'll just jump right in. So a couple of fun facts for you. First, about 91% of adults have their mobile phone within arm's reach 24/7. I know I definitely fall into that 91%, and I'm sure you may too if you think about it. I always want to make sure that I have my phone near me, whether it would be to answer a phone call, send a text message, or just look up something online that I need to know within a moment. We have a couple more fun facts. 9 out of 10 mobile searches lead to action. And then on top of that, over half of those lead to purchase. So think about that as well. If you are searching for something online on your phone, and more than likely it's going to be something that you want at your hands at that point in time, and you want to be able to either call a business or figure out where a business is located. So again, these facts make sense. So you have your phone in your hands, you're searching for something, and then half of that leads to purchase, and more than half of that leads to an action. So take that into consideration as you're building your business models as well. And then a couple more things. 94% of smartphone users search for local information. So I know that all of you guys as photographers or small businesses are definitely focused in your local areas, and you want to reach out to the population in your area, and you want them to know who you are, how to find you, and how to get in contact with you. So again, on top of that, 90% of people that are searching for this local information are actually taking action. And that could mean purchasing, that could mean contacting the business, that could be visiting your website. So these are all definite facts that you can think about, especially when you're devising your marketing strategies, and especially as you're deciding whether or not you want to pursue a mobile presence and what type of mobile presence you want to pursue for your business. So there's a couple different things that PhotoBiz offers that you guys can use to help your clients see your website online, or shop online, or see their images online. So I do want to take some time out and talk about each of those with you today. And again, I'll be happy to answer any questions about any of the products that I go through at the very end. The very first thing we're going to talk about is mobile mirrors. You might be asking what a mobile mirror is. In reality, there are two types with PhotoBiz. There's an HTML mirror and a mobile mirror, and these both look a little bit different. Each of them are optimized for our Flash websites. So if you have a Flash website, having an HTML mirror or a mobile mirror paired with that allows it to be seen on those mobile devices. Now, you might be asking what the difference is between an HTML mirror and a mobile mirror. So let's talk about that for a second. So an HTML mirror is designed, again, to pair with a Flash website, and it automatically mirrors the information, images, and pages in your website. So it takes the information you already have in there. You're not having to build two completely separate sites, and it it shows it to your clients in a way that they can see it on a mobile device. An HTML mirror may look a little different from your Flash website that someone would see on a computer, but at the same time you still get templates to choose from, and you can also select your color schemes. Again, it helps you provide a mobile presence, and it's really great for tablets and or phones. So you're gonna, with the HTML mirror, you will have the closest look that you would have to seeing your website on a computer. So it's a very great way for you to be able to offer your website on those mobile devices for your clients instead of just having that web presence. So that brings us to the mobile mirror. It also pairs with the Flash website. Again, it optimizes your website content for mobile viewing. So it is still going to take your pages, your images, your content over from your Flash website and mirror it. But what it's going to do is it's going to break it down into a way that has the look and feel of an app. So if you're familiar, I'm sure you all are, with certain apps, you know that they are kind of broken down into a way that's a lot easier to navigate, and you can click through it easily without your phone having to load lots and lots of things at one time. So that's what the mobile mirror would give you. It does have that look and feel of an app. And I will show you guys a live example of that in just a moment. And then again, this is compatible with mobile phones, but not tablets. Our mobile mirror is just that. It's for the mobile devices. For tablets, I would suggest, if you want to cover all your bases, I would suggest maybe looking into an HTML mirror. Again, I do want to reiterate that these two options are for our Flash website. So if you're a client that has a Flash website, these would both be great solutions for you to provide that mobile presence to your clients. So let's just take a look really quickly. For example, this is a Flash website optimized as a mobile mirror. So you'll see if this is your iPhone, you have lots and lots of ways to have your information there. So again, if someone clicked on home, they would be taken to your home gallery. They could scroll through that. And again, it doesn't load them all at one time. So you can display, you can choose how many you want to display. And if we go back, they can check out your info, and you can write whatever you would like there about yourself or your company. You have your galleries, and then your contact information. If you have more information in your PhotoBiz website, it would show that as well. But that's just a basic site that you can see an example of as a mobile mirror. Again, like I mentioned before, the mobile mirror has the look and feel of an app, which you'll see by the example that I'm showing here. And yeah, that's one way that you can display your website to your clients. All right. Next up, I do want to show you what one of the HTML mirrors would look like. And here we go. So I'll kind of do a little side by side. If this is the original Flash website that you're seeing on your screen right now, this would be the HTML mirror to that. In this case, I was able to use the same template, and you can see that both of the websites look very similar to each other. You have your same menu options across the top. You have your social media icons at the bottom, and you can click through a website just like you would if it were the Flash version. So again, this HTML mirror works on tablets as well as mobile phones. So if you want to cover all your bases, you could use this for your clients to show that mobile web presence rather than just having a site that they could see on a computer. All right, so we're going to scoot back over into the presentation. Okay, so again, you might be asking whether or not you need a mirror for your site. Like I mentioned earlier, the HTML mirror and the mobile mirror that we just finished talking about are for Flash websites. But we do offer other types of websites where you might not need a mirror, and those include the HTML5 portfolio site, the HTML5 content site, our e-commerce solution, which obviously includes our store, our blog, and then our client proofing. So there's a few other ways that you can have your mobile presence while you're using each of these different products. So that brings us to mobile compatibility. So what we're going to do is take each of the PhotoBiz projects that I just mentioned and talk through how each of those work with mobile devices. First of all, let's look at the HTML5 portfolio. This is our newest product, the HTML5 portfolio, released back in November. And basically what it is a type of website that kind of combines the Flash elements as well as having that mobile compatibility of the HTML. So again, you have your look and feel of a portfolio site. We've even reproduced some of our favorite templates and designs from Flash. So if you were to switch over from your Flash website to an HTML5, it's HTML5 compatible on all devices, which means that you don't need a mirror. What someone sees on a computer would be the exact same thing they see on a tablet or a phone. And you can see that from the image here. The website looks the same on all three of those devices. So again, if you choose to switch over from a Flash website to an HTML5 portfolio, you actually even have the ability to bring over all the information from your Flash website. So you can import that over, select your template, publish your site, and have that mobile presence that you've been looking for all within a couple hours. Now, additionally, we do have an HTML5 content site. The content site is a little different from the portfolio site. It is more content rich, which means there's more areas for text and information. And you do have a lot more freedom of custom and ability to customize the content site. Again, there's no need for a mirror. What someone sees on a computer is the same thing that they would see on a tablet or a mobile device. And again, it is built using HTML5, so it's compatible on all of those devices. Again, it does look the same, and the content site itself is designed to seamlessly pair with our blog and our store. So if you have a mobile presence where you want to sell your images or sell different products or services, or if you have a blog with us, it might be worth looking into the content site because those three things are designed to work together. Which brings me to the store. Again, it's with the enhanced HTML5, so it is viewable on all devices. Someone could purchase right there from a computer just the same as they could from a tablet or a mobile phone. And it looks the same on every device. So just like we talked through with the content site, the store again will look the same on every device. And just as I mentioned earlier, it integrates with the content site and the blog. So if you're interested in selling your prints or your products or services online, definitely look into the store and the content site. You have the ability to customize those and use your own branding, and it's something that would carry over across both products simultaneously. All right, next is client proofing. Client proofing is a neat product for us because we do have a tablet app available for that. Basically, with client proofing, you could upload your images into slideshows, and then you would give your clients their login information to those slideshows, and they could go through and proof their images. That includes adding comments on them, selecting favorites, and finally approving the slideshow. And this can be done through an app. We have developed an app. It's called PB Proofing. It's available in the App Store at no cost. So it's something that your clients can download and have the ability to view their images right there in the palm of their hand. It does work on an iPad or an Android tablet, and like I mentioned, customers can download it for free. And the reason I put that it's a tablet app, it is something that you might want to consider for clients that will be using tablets, just simply because it's a way for them to view their images. So when they're viewing their images and proofing those and deciding what images they might want to purchase once everything's said and done, it's something that they might want to view on a little bit of a larger screen. So a tablet will do that for you, whereas a phone might be a little too small for the client proofing portion. All right, and next let's move into our mobile app. So PhotoBiz does have a mobile app. It's called PhotoBiz ToGo. It is available for smartphones. Obviously for the iPhone, it's going to be available in the App Store, and for Android, it's available in the Google Play Store. PhotoBiz ToGo is no cost, and what you can do with it is manage your PhotoBiz account and products. So, whereas the products that I just finished speaking about were more for your clients and a way for your clients to see your web presence, PhotoBiz ToGo is a way to manage that web presence in the palm of your hand and your phone. So again, you can manage your PhotoBiz account and your products, update your account information and your payment info. You can work with your blog. You can schedule posts. You can publish your posts that have been scheduled. With your store, what you can do is you can actually go in and view orders and pull reports from your store. And again, we have just come out with a point of sale add-on for our store. And with that, it adds the ability for you to use the PhotoBiz ToGo app to actually sell products within your store or custom products. Now this is $5 a month, but again, it puts your store in the palm of your hand and allows you to kind of manage your store and what people are purchasing right there in the palm of your hand. So again, let's look at what you can do with the blog. You can change your title and or author of the post. You can moderate the comments that visitors have left on your blog, and you can edit the post tags that are associated with each of your posts. So again, you're able to take the blog content which you manage from your computer, but you can do that on your phone. And moving right along, you are also able to work with the store on the PhotoBiz ToGo app. You can search through orders that have been placed. You can review those order details. You can even view your client's saved carts. And also with the events within your store, you can set the name, expiration date, or access code. So for instance, say a client had an event within the store that expired before they were able to get in there and order their photos. What you could do is you could go in through your app, change the expiration date, and they'll be able to access their slideshow once more without even having to log into a computer. And last but not least, you can monitor and edit coupon codes and campaigns. So if you're traveling and you decide, hey, you know, I really should do a coupon code for my store this week, what you can do is you can edit that right then and there from your phone, and you won't even have to access it through a computer. And then our newest feature on the app is called Point of Sale. If you're familiar with Point of Sale, it's actually a way for you to sell your products from the store right then and there from the app. You're able to sell your products or custom items. So say that you might be a personal trainer and you are working with a client. What you can do is you can actually sell your session right there as a custom item, and it wouldn't even have to be a product within your store. It uses the merchant account or offline payment that you already have associated with your store, which you will have set up when you did set up the store on your computer. And your transactions are logged within the app and also within your control panel of your store. So now, let's scoot back over into the PhotoBiz system and take a look at some of these different types of sites. All right, so this is our HTML5 portfolio site. As I mentioned earlier, this site looks the same across all platforms. So what you're seeing here on the computer screen would be the same translated over onto a tablet or onto a phone. So if you're a photographer or a small business that really likes the large images and slideshows, this might be the solution for you, because just as I mentioned, you're going to have that mobile presence, and it would carry over into all platforms rather than just being on a computer. This is an example of our content site. So as you'll see, it does look quite different from the portfolio sites that we've spoken about. The content site does have room for more text all throughout, and you don't start with a large slideshow just like you do on the portfolio site. You still have your galleries though, which you can click through and still showcase your images. And again, it ties in with your store. So you'll see that I have events pages, products pages, services pages. So these are all part of the store. And you'll see that it takes on the same template and same look and feel of your content site. Same with the blog. So what we'll do now is open up the floor for any questions. I do want to let you know that there are several resources out there. One, check your control panel. I know I might have your gears turning just a little bit about how to make your site mobile, or to first check and see if your site does have a mobile capability. So I would challenge you to open up your control panel, see what kind of site you have. Make sure that if you have a Flash site, see if you have that HTML mirror or mobile mirror to go with it. If not, take a look at those. You may qualify for a loyalty discount, which would also show in your control panel. And just check out the available product section for a little more information there. And then if you get stuck or if you find yourself having some additional questions, you have our passionate support team to lean on. And they're here Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you see the number there on the screen. So having said that, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type those in the comment box, or feel free to use Twitter using the hashtag #PhotobizLive. All right, so our first question for the afternoon is from Lynn, and Lynn asked, are these mirrors compatible with Apple and Android products? And Lynn, that's a really, really great question. Yes, both the HTML mirror as well as the mobile mirror are compatible across both platforms, both Apple and Android products. That is sort of the solution to having the mirrors themselves. The Flash websites are not compatible with your Apple tablets or your Apple mobile devices. So with that, having the mirror, whether it be HTML or whether it be a mobile mirror, your website will be viewable on those devices.
Okay, we just want to check and see if there's any more questions out there or anybody has anything that they want to ask Carrie about the mobile mirrors or the mobile apps.
All right, guys, I've had a great afternoon joining you all. I did want to mention one last thing, and that is the fact that PhotoBiz offers services as well. So if you have, kind of taken in the information that I gave you today and thought, man, I'd really like to have one of those content sites, but I really don't think that I can design that. The good news is we do offer a service where we build it for you. So you'd be working one-on-one with one of our designers, and they would actually work with you to build your website and make it flow while, branding it the way that you would like to. So you could, use the colors that you want, use your own logo. But that is a service that we offer here at PhotoBiz. There are two more. One is our SEO service. So if you have a mobile mirror or if you have a website right now that is compatible on mobile devices, but you're having a little bit of trouble being found on Google, we do offer an SEO service where you would, again, work one-on-one with an SEO expert to help improve your site's SEO and to help yourself better be found by search engines. And then last but not least, we do offer a social media service where we will help you optimize your social media account. So Facebook, Twitter, we'll work with you on those to show you how you can, drive for more fans or followers and, really utilize those to help drive traffic to your site. So again, I've had a really great time this afternoon talking with you all. One last call for questions. If you have questions, go ahead and type those in. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great afternoon.
Well, we're just about out of time for today. I want to thank everybody for attending and for the questions. Thank you so much, Carrie, for taking the time to talk with us today about mobile apps, and thank you to everyone else who joined us. A recording of today's webinar will be posted on the PhotoBiz YouTube channel at youtube.com/photobiz, and also be sure to check our blog and watch your email address for updates about future webinars. Our next webinar will be 10 ingredients to spice up your studio with Monica Burby, and that will be on Tuesday, June 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thanks again, Carrie, and this concludes our episode of PhotoBiz Live. Have a great day, everyone.